You've been in that situation before. You walk into a conversation, and though you are speaking the same language as everyone else, your words seem to carry no weight. It's as if your voice is a ghost, passing through people without leaving a mark. You say something and the room moves right over you. Then someone else says the exact same thing, and the group stops to listen. It is a frustrating, invisible barrier. You feel your impact dissipating into the air before you've even finished your sentence. You aren't uninteresting. You are simply running a linguistic program that is leaking authority at the seams. Most men are inadvertently using what we call compliance language, subconscious verbal tics that signal to the world that you are seeking permission just to exist in the space. Today, we are going to recalibrate your verbal hardware. We are dismantling the 6 linguistic glitches that undermine your authority and installing precision upgrades that command immediate respect. I need you to stay with me until the very end, because tip number 7 is the frame lock. It is the master key to linguistic dominance. If you master the first 6 but miss the 7th, your social engine will still be leaking power when it matters most. Before we open the hood, I want to extend a sincere thank you to the men who have joined the lab by subscribing. Seeing this collective of mind mechanics grow tells me there is a massive demand for real, tactical social engineering that actually works. I truly appreciate you joining the journey. Your support keeps the tools sharp. If you haven't subscribed yet, join the lab now. We don't just talk here, we rewire. Now let's look at the diagnostics. Blueprint 1. Deleting the uptalk glitch. The first glitch is a tonal error that is incredibly common in the nice guy program. Many men have a habit of ending their sentences with a rising inflection, making a statement sound like a question. You might say, "I think we should go with this plan," or "My name is Mark." As you hear that, you might begin to notice how it feels. Your brain thinks it's being polite or collaborative, but the listener's subconscious hears a man who is unsure of his own reality. You are literally asking for permission for your own opinion. Practice the downward inflection. Ensure the tail end of your sentence drops in pitch, like a hammer hitting an anvil. This signals to the listener's nervous system that the data you are providing is a closed file. It is a fact, not a suggestion. When your voice goes down, your status goes up. Blueprint 2. The over-explanation error. When you're asked why you made a choice or why you can't attend an event, do you find yourself providing a long list of justifications? This is a defense program running in the background. In the mechanics of status, the person with the most power explains the least. When you over-explain, you are subconsciously signal jamming your own authority. You are suggesting that you owe the other person a social debt that must be paid in words. The upgrade. Use the Stark statement. Provide your reason in one concise sentence, and then, this is the hard part, stop. Let the silence that follows be your frame. If you feel the urge to keep talking to fill the gap, recognize that as the nice guy bug trying to regain control. Kill the bug. Let them fill the silence. Blueprint 3. Removing the qualifying anchors. Words like just, kind of, and I think are anchors that drag down the weight of your speech. I just wanted to see if, or I kind of feel that. These are linguistic buffers used to soften the blow of your presence. They are designed to make you smaller so you aren't a target for judgment. The upgrade. Delete the buffers. Instead of "I just think this is a good idea," say, "This is a good idea." Your brain might scream that this is too aggressive, but that is just your old, outdated software trying to stay safe. As you speak with more directness, you will find that the world begins to respond to you with more clarity. Blueprint 4. The apology loop. Do you find yourself apologizing for things that aren't your fault? "Sorry, can I just ask a question?" Or "Sorry, I didn't see you there." This is a low-status loop. You are apologizing for occupying physical and social space. You are telling the room that your existence is an inconvenience. The upgrade. Replace "I'm sorry" with "thank you." If you are late to a meeting, don't say "Sorry, I'm late." Say, "Thank you for your patience." This genius move shifts the frame from your error to their virtue. It keeps your authority intact while making the other person feel appreciated for their time. It is a total system override of the nice guy reflex. Blueprint 5. The velocity glitch. When we are nervous, our flight response kicks in. We try to get our words out as fast as possible so we can stop being the center of attention and return to the safety of the shadows. This rapid-fire speech tells the room that you don't believe your thoughts are worth their time. The upgrade. Slow down to 80% of your normal speed. Use intentional pauses. In the world of social engineering, the person who controls the tempo of the conversation controls the room. High-status engines don't race, they purr. As you slow your speech, you'll notice your heart rate slows with it. You are literally engineering your own calm. Blueprint 6. Matching the hardware. Predicates. Every person processes reality differently. In NLP, we know that some people are visual. They see the point, some are auditory. That sounds right. And some are kinesthetic. They feel the vibe. If you use visual language with a kinesthetic person, your data won't sync with their hardware. The upgrade? Listen for their process words. If they say, "That looks good to me," respond with, "I see the vision." If they say, "I feel we're on the right track," respond with, "I can get a grip on that." By matching their linguistic hardware, you create instant subconscious rapport, a mind link that makes your words feel inherently right to them. Blueprint 7, the frame lock. This is the most critical recalibration in the manual. It is called the implied authority close. Most men end a conversation by trailing off or waiting for the other person to dismiss them. They linger, waiting for a signal that it's okay to leave. The frame lock is when you are the one to end the interaction, even if it's going well. Once you have achieved the goal of the conversation, use a closing statement like, "I've got the data I need, I'll see you later." By being the one to close the session, you subconsciously anchor yourself as the lead in the interaction. It prevents that awkward social leak at the end and leaves the other person with a high-status impression of your time. Summary of the calibration. Let's review the linguistic upgrades we've installed today. First, we deleted uptalk to ground your statements, in fact. Second, we stopped over-explaining to maintain our status. Third, we removed qualifying anchors to add weight to your presence. Fourth, we traded apologies for gratitude to keep your frame high. Fifth, we slowed your speech velocity to command the room's tempo. Sixth, we used linguistic predicates to sync with the hardware of others. And seventh, the master key, we used the frame lock to ensure you are the one who directs the social energy. Respect is not something you earn through being nice. It is a mechanical response to how you calibrate your own presence. If you've been running nice guy software, it's time for a system-wide upgrade. I truly appreciate you spending this session with me in the lab. If you found these tools useful, make sure to watch the next video on your screen, where we take these linguistic tools and apply them to the high-stakes game of status and total situational dominance. Let's get your engine running right. I'll see you in the next session.